Mayor Jeff Mulligan surprised the city last week when he announced his resignation only 9 months into his second term. Now, Mayor Mulligan's last day in office is this Wednesday. Now, Newcap News will be broadcasting a two-part sit-down interview with Jeff Mulligan this week. Here's a sneak peek of what you can expect.
Do you think that we'll see your name on another election ballot sometime in the future?
If you check with my wife, no. And quite frankly, I think that I'm a CEO. I've always been a CEO.
Now, part one of the interview will air tomorrow and part two on Wednesday, both on Newcap News. RCMP are cracking down on tinted windows here in the border city. August is Window Tint Enforcement Month, and Canavate has more on what this means for drivers sporting shaded windows.
Now, if you have tinted windows, don't panic quite yet. Tint that comes on new vehicles is legal and is made to be safe.
The factory window tint is a component of the glass, whereas aftermarket window tint is a film that is actually applied to the window after the fact. And that causes a number of concerns both from an operational point of view and from a safety point of view as well.
But if you're a fan of tinted windows, there is a safe way to have them darkened.
I drive a vehicle that has window tint on it. It's been done professionally in town, and it meets all of the guidelines.
Holland says at the end of the day, people need to be smart when it comes to changing windows.
There's absolutely an understanding as to why people want to do it, and people have to understand that they have to operate within the provincial statute, and they need to be safe.
Alberta drivers caught with illegal tint will have to show proof that it's been removed and could be subject to a $57 fine.
It's really not the fines that are at issue here, because the possible repercussions are much larger than that.
Concerns such as driving at night or on cloudy days.
They might not see a moose running across the road. They might not see a pedestrian trying to cross the street. They might not be able to meet the eyes of another driver, and the wrong person leaves a four-way stop.
If you don't comply with the regulations, RCMP say you run the risk of having your car taken off the road until you can prove your windows meet the guidelines. Anna Canavate, Newcap News.
Well, it's Monday, which means we take a look back at our past in retrospect this week from the archives. Now, in this installment, Brian Hardy brings us back to the opening of the Alberta Summer Games here in Lloydminster, and we go back to when Bonnyville threw a beach party.
It's July 1991 and Bonnyville throws a beach party.
Bonnyville's first annual Beach Bash just wouldn't be a party without lots of kids and lots of good fresh watermelon.
Or the putting for prizes. The dunk tank's a classic. We didn't do so well in the volleyball games, maybe because some of us just couldn't keep our feet in the soft sand. Organizers brought in a ton of sand for this year's event.
If we can't get out to the beach, we'll bring the beach to Bonnyville.
And 1080 CKSA helped in a big way, bringing in lots of people with lots of radio promotion. Music to drama and everything in between. And next year, organizers say the Beach Bash in Bonnyville will be even better. In Bonnyville, Scott Yancey, News Hour.
Make a break for the border to the Alberta Summer Games.
This week in 1997, Lloydminster plays host to a big sporting event.
I now pronounce the 1997 Summer Games officially open.
Emotions were running high as Lloydminster officially kicked off the 1997 Alberta Summer Games. This night belonged to the athletes.
So what do you guys think about the games, the whole experience? What's it done for you so far?
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
It's awesome.
Oh, it's awesome.
Really awesome.
This night was meant to celebrate the spirit of sport and competition. At the same time, it signified the unification of athletes from all over the province. But now the athletes will change their focus and concentrate on their individual events. For NewsHour Sports, I'm Adam Cook.
Join us next time when we explore a local connection to an international superstar. I'm Brian Hardy for Retrospect.